Welcome back to another Pokemon Market Monday, your one-stop shop for all your Pokemon information. We go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price. We do also cover any big Pokemon news, like cards or sets that get revealed, and if I do see any good deals, I always try to throw them in here too. But before we get started, we do have to give a big thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is Platinum Protectors. If you guys need any display cases for any of your collectibles, Platinum Protectors has got you covered. They got display cases for action figures, comic books, diecast, Funko Pops, trading cards, and video games. And when it comes to trading cards, they have so many different selections. They just added a ton of new products also. But yeah, they just added all the new Ultra Premium collections. Both of the booster bundles. Looks like the small one already sold out. But yeah, they got the nice sticker cases with the magnetic top that are a little more expensive. Or you can go, on the budget-friendly side where you're literally paying $2 a case. And then all you have to do is just click my link in the description. And then you receive 10% off your first order of $50 or more. So definitely check them out. But all right, let's get into it. Hopping to PokeBeard here. So we got another new Chinese set, Gem Pack Volume 3. We got Gengar on the pack, and we got more Chinese exclusives. The Meowth looks super nice. The Gengar looks super nice. Cubone, they all look really nice, to be honest, but we got 4 exclusives here. Let me know down below what you guys think, and let me know which one is your favorite. If I had to choose right now, I think I'm going to go Cubone, because that just seems like such a nice, peaceful card, and I like seeing Cubone happy, because Cubone is not always happy. But Gengar looks sick, Meowth looks sick. They all look really, really nice. And then they're getting some other cards that we've already gotten before because they are trying to catch up. So I'm just curious on how expensive these cards are going to be. But all right, let's get into it. We got Celebration. So the ETB is still coming down in price a little bit. Market price $230. The UPC is still climbing. Last sold $899, $899, $850, $885. Oh, the $850 was the Japanese 25th anniversary golden box, which is another cool box. I should probably add that on the next Market Monday. And then Pokemon Center ETB still climbing. Last sold for this $400, $399, $385, $390. So see if it's about $400 to get it shipped. Pretty close. And I also want to check the premium figure collection with this big Pikachu figure. Last sold $153, $140, $130, $147. So that's still slowly climbing. Next, we have Evolving Skies, checking the booster box. Last sold for this, $2,700. Before that, $2,495 and $2,499. And then we got both regular ETBs. This is the Umbreon. Last sold $364, $400, $364, $330 with a shrink wrap tear, and then $344 with another tear. We can get it shipped for $370 from someone who has one sale, but if we get to like a legit seller, it's about $385 or $410 for the Umbreon regular ETB. And then we got no new sales for the Pokemon Center on TCG Player. Then we got to check the sleeve booster. Last sold for this one is $57, $57, $60, and $53. Next, we have Crown Zenith, the regular ETB. We got to check on that. Last sold $195, $190, $200. Almost a $200 ETB. I'm very excited about that. Booster bundle, a little over $100. Pokemon Center ETB is still doing very, very good. Last sold for this $460, $450, $445, $401. Let's look at the mini tin display. See if that one's still going up. Last sold $290 with a picture, $293, $293, $265 with minor wrapping wear, and $317. Next, we have 151, kind of going crazy. The booster bundle's popping off. Look at this line going just straight up. Last sold for the booster bundle now, 90, 88, 88, 90. And then the booster bundle display is also going crazy. Last sold for this is $1,200, $1,095, $1,400, $1,400. And then got to check the regular ETB. Last sold for this, $360, $350, $340. That box is still doing very, very good. And then the Pokemon Center ETB is just doing work. Last sold $980, $930, $1,000, $940. But yeah, almost every single box for 151 is going up in price a little bit right now. The Zapdos box is kind of rebounding a little bit. Last sold $48, $46, $46, $52. And might as well check the Alakazam box. Bouncing back a little bit. Last sold 50, 47, 57, 59, 53. All right. Next, we have Prismatic Evolutions. The only thing that's really moving for Prismatic is the Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold 325, 337, 350, 338, 325. But otherwise, everything else is the exact same price. Next, Destined Rivals, checking the booster box. Last sold for this one is 344, 332, 328, 335. Regular ETB, right around $100. And we'll check the Pokemon Center ETB. It's got down to 245. Now last sold 270, 299, and pretty much all right at 299. And that is about it for Destined Rivals. Next, we got Journey Together. This is the Enhanced Booster Box. The regular one kind of leveled out around 250. Now last sold for this one, 232, 234, 228. Next, we have the Obsidian Flames Booster Box. We got so many things going up in price right now. It's kind of crazy. So last sold for this, 310, 310, 299, 299. That is wild. Let's see what we can get this one shipped for. $310 for the Obsidian Flames Booster Box. Next, Surging Sparks. Kind of bounced back a little bit. Got down to 235. Now last sold 265, 265, 245, 270. We can get this one shipped for $265. Next, we have the Twilight Masquerade Booster Box. This got down to $269. Now last sold $290, $313, $299, $312. Next, we got the Temporal Forces Booster Box. This was at $225. Now last sold $245, $250, $248, $239 with a picture. Next, we have the Stellar Crown Booster Box. Like every Scarlet and Violet Air Booster Box is going up. Now last sold $230, $245, and $265. Next, we have the Paradox Rift Booster Box. Last sold for this $250, $250, $237, $249, $243. Next, Paldea Evolved. Going back up in price. Got down to $347. Now last sold $399, $440, $430. Next, we have the Silver Tempest Booster Box. Last sold for this one $450, $450, $448, $447. Next, Chilling Rain Booster Box was at $420. Now last sold $595, $599, $582, $575. Next, we got the Battle Styles Booster Box. This one last sold is $265, $270, $260. Next, we have Brilliant Stars Booster Box. This was at $410. Now last sold $595, $565, $570, $499 with a picture that says Dented Corner. Next, we have the Lost Origin Booster Box. Last sold for this $850, $840. Next, we have the Fusion Strike Booster Box. This was at $721. Now last sold $985, a couple at $1,000, and another one at $999. Next, we have the Vivid Voltage Booster Box. Last sold for this one is $250, $260, and a couple more at $250. Next, we have the Paldean Fates regular ETB. Last sold for this $238, $250, another one at $240. Next, we have the regular Obsidian Flames ETB. Now last sold $145, $125, $130. Next, we have the Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $763, $789, $674 with 2 damaged corners. Wow. Next, we have the Journey Together Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $157, $140, and another one at $150. Next, we have the Lost Origin Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $260, $250, $280, $240. One down there, $210 with a picture. Next, we have the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $515 with a small seal imperfection. Otherwise, the rest is at $595, $548, another one at $550. Next, we have the Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $295, $290, $280. I'm honestly so happy that I've been stocking up on these Pokemon Center ETBs. Next, we have the Paldea Evolved Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $703, $650, $390, and another one at $670. That $390 sale is weird. Next, we have the Roaring Moon Paradox Rift Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $199, $180, $180. Next, we have the Iron Valiant Paradox Rift Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $199, $170, $154. Next, we have Temporal Forces Walking Wake Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $280, $250, $207, $230. Next, we have the Temporal Forces Iron Leaves Pokemon Center ETB. Now last sold $185, $170, $170. Next, we have the Charizard UPC. Now last sold $393, 370, 365. This thing cannot be stopped. Next, we have the Magikarp illustration rare going up again. Now last sold 250, 255, 250, 309. Next, we have the Pikachu illustration rare from 151. Now, I've been saying this forever on my channel that I feel like this should be the #1 illustration rare in 151. It has the most Gen 1 Pokemon ever in one card. And I feel like a lot of people don't notice this, but there's a Gengar in this card and a Blastoise. Like, that's a crazy card. But yeah, last sold for this card now, 40, 33 for lightly played. Others 43, 50, and 37. Next, we have the Ends Reshiram. This is the Journey Together stamped promo. This got down to 14. This keeps going up and down. Now last sold 33, 30, 33. Next, we have the Bubble Mew EX. Now, this is basically the Umbreon VMAX equivalent in the Scarlet Violet era, because this thing is going nuts. Now last sold $705, $825, $647, $750. People are just panicking now, and they just want to get one before it goes up even further. And the cheapest we can get it shipped for is about $705. Now, cards do go up and down constantly. If Pokemon does like really cool off ever, these big cards do go down in price a good amount. So just be careful paying like at these top prices. And if you are going to buy these cards at these prices, make sure you get a really clean copy that at least has a decent chance of getting a PSA 10. Don't just buy any random copy. Next, we have the Greninja EX. This is at $265. Now last sold $285, $310, $316, $307. Next, we have the Pikachu EX, bouncing back just a little bit. I have a feeling it's going to do the same thing that the Greninja and the Bubble Mew are doing. You know how they're kind of bouncing back. But it got down to like $250. Now last sold $255, $270 for lightly played. Another one near mint at $270 and another one at $270. Let's see what we can get this one shipped for. For near mint, we can get the Pikachu shipped for about $263. Next, we have the Charizard EX from 151. So it's at $181. Now last sold $251, $280, $255. Next, we have the Charizard EX from Paldean Fates. Now last sold for this card. This was a $150 card for the longest time. Now last sold $235, $235, $247 for lightly played. And then we have a near mint at $351. Next, we have the Ethan's Ho-Oh EX. This was a $145 card for the longest time. Now last sold $189, $182, $168, and $167. And no joke, almost every single special illustration rare is going up in price a little bit. Like everything just moved up a few dollars overnight. It was kind of weird. Next, we have the Obsidian Flames Charizard EX. This was a $50, $60 card for the longest time. Now last sold $118, $110, $109. And I mean, the booster box is so expensive now. I always felt like this card was pretty undervalued at around $50. It felt like it should have been like a more $80, $90 card. Next, we have the Zapdos EX finally getting some love. Now last sold $88, $69, $77, $75, $70. I still think this is one of the best special illustration rares in the entire Scarlet Violet era. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Mimikyu, and for some reason, it won't show me this, the actual graph, but it is going up in price. Now last sold $88, $89, $67, and $70. Next, we have the Magneton Pokemon Center Stamp promo. Same thing for this card, wouldn't show me the graph. But now last sold $65, $60, and $64. This is a $35, $40 card for the longest time. Next, we have the Eevee Pokemon Center Stamp promo. This was a $50 card. Now last sold $90, $80, $80. Someone bought 8 of them at $80. Next, we have the Pikachu Pokemon Center Stamp promo from Paldean Evolved. This was a $65 card. Now last sold $109, $150, $150, $175. Next, we have the Snorlax Pokemon Center Stamp promo. This was a $131 card. Now last sold $210, $212, $225. Next, we have the Charmander Pokemon Center Stamp promo. This card hung out around $100 for a couple months. Now last sold $283, $299, $313, $215, $340. Next, we have the Mew EX from the 151 UPC. This card is going up in price again. Remember, this was a very cheap card. A year ago, this thing was selling for $6. Now last sold $75, $85, $70, $75. This is one of the best purchases I made of the entire, 2025. Next, we have the Greninja EX. This kind of hung out around $50 for a while. Now last sold $63, $60. And then we got a lightly played at $45 and another near mint at $65. Next, we have the Mewtwo illustration rare from 151. This is also a $3 card a year ago. Now last sold 40, 39, 38, and Japanese for 24. Next, we have the Charmander. This is just the regular Obsidian Flames promo. This was at $23 for a while. Now last sold 29, 32, 34. Next, we have the new Victini Illustration Rare promo. Big fan of this card. Got down to $7. Now last sold 12, 14, 12, 9, 10. Next, we have the regular Pikachu Palette Evolve promo. This was a $5 card a couple months ago. Now last sold 14, 15, and 16. Next, we have the regular Magneton promo. This was a $4 card 3 months ago. Now last sold 10, 7, 11, 8. Next, we have the Marnie's Morpeko. This is the new Illustration Rare promo in the new Battle Decks. Beautiful, beautiful card. So this was at $13, $14 for a while, shot up to around 25. And now last sold 30, 33, 31. Next, we have the Lugia V alternate art from Silver Tempest. Now last sold 420, 377, 350. Next, we have the Umbreon V from Evolving Skies. We're going to have a little bit of a theme going on here. Now last sold 337, 279, 417. Next, we have the Dragonite V. If you guys haven't noticed, these are all the V alternate arts finally getting some love, in my opinion, and I know a lot of other people feel this way too. I think the Vs look better than the V Maxes because we're just getting the regular Pokemon. I mean, V Maxes, look sweet, and the cards are crazy, but I just think the regular V alternate arts just look so clean. But for the Dragonite, now last sold 206, 200, 278, 292, 291. Those two new sales at 206 and 200 are extremely low. Let's see, we can get it shipped for right now $499. So I don't know how those got snuck in there. But yeah, it's definitely going up in price. If that's the cheapest we can get it shipped for right now is $500. Next, again, Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. Now last sold 252, 270, 275, and 253. This was a $196 card. Cheapest we can get it shipped for is $280. I still feel like this card is ridiculously underrated. Next, we have the Rayquaza V coming back up in price. Got down to about $192. Now last sold $198, $299, $255, $210. And we can get this card shipped for $300. Next, we have the Mew V from Fusion Strike. This was a $50 card. Now last sold $74, $78, $85, $77. Next, we have the Charizard Celebrations card. This got down to $91. Now last sold $126, $143, $139, $125. Next, we have the Umbreon Gold Star from Celebrations. It was at $35, then went up to $75, back down to $59. Now last sold $70, $85, $150, $73. Next, we have the Shining Magikarp from Celebrations. This was a $16 card. Now last sold $40, $61, $55, $42. And people forget, these cards are somewhat tough to pull. You can go back and watch, like PokeRev and stuff, open up a ton of these packs chasing like the Umbreon and stuff, and it took them a long time. Next, we have the Blastoise from Celebrations. Now last sold $13.50, $16, $9, and $9.50. Next, we have the Venusaur from Celebrations. This was a $5 card, same with the Blastoise. Now last sold $10.99, $8, $11, and $9. And then our last two things on the list is the Charmander Pokemon Center ETB promo in a PSA 10. Last sold $4,190, $3,400 before that, $3,300 before that. We got one at $4,250. So that card is going crazy. And next we have the Snorlax Pokemon Center promo. Last sold for this $1,600, $1,800, $1,550, $1,575. And I only added these two graded cards because this Sunday I'm going to be doing my monthly Slab Sunday, so make sure you guys do not miss out on that. I also do a giveaway every single Sunday. But alright, that was today's Pokemon Market Monday. If you guys do like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, you guys can now check out my Instagram, my TikTok, or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. And then someone tried to leave me a tip the other day on YouTube, and they said they couldn't find it. And I actually looked it up, and it looks like this entire time that I've had a channel, I did not have tips on. But I turned them on now. Yeah, I had no clue. And then two, if you guys want to watch my last Sunday video, which was a super good one, I actually show what I picked up last month, and I show a bunch of new cards and products that I'm trying to pick up this month, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.